zoom around here, get past the front of the tape here, recorder. John Soul here again. I watched one of Keith's videos on straightening an arbor for a shaper. This is my shaper. I got this just for the getting. When I got this shaper, it was well covered with a lot of dirt, grease, dust, just from sitting in the foundry for many years. I asked my employer for the chance of getting it. He says, sure. So he load it up and get it out. That says you can have it. And I took this shaper totally apart, cleaned all the castings, got everything down to bare metal, and repainted it and refurbished it to a good actual working machine again. When I got the machine, everything was all nice and true. I worked for a short line railroad for a little while. This was doing general machine work. I took the arbor off the shaper and took it down to the railroad and put it in one of the large lathes they use to do a boring operation on some locomotive journal boxes. In the process, the arbor kind of came loose in the chuck, and things went kind of haywire, and it bent my arbor. And so now, after watching Keith's video on flame straightening the arbor, I figured that's what I need to do to this shaper here, is straighten the arbor. And instead of taking the arbor out and put it in the lathe chuck, I'm going to try to do the same operation with the arbor actually on the machine. I have already gone through and done my my run out checks to see how far my arbor is bent, and on the very end here, I got my dial indicator set up on the inside of the run out, and it's set at 0. I'm going to try to swing around the camera here and zoom in on my dial indicator, so we can see how much my arbor is bent. So excuse the passing by the camera so I can get to my viewfinder here in the back side of the camera here. See if we can zoom in on my dial indicator here. I'm going to freehand the pulley and turn the arbor here. Also, I have marked both sides of the run out here. Right here on the very end, we got pretty near 90 thousandths run out on the very end. And again, I got two color markers here. One, I use red for the high side here. Then on the back side, I use the black marker, where I had put my dial indicator. and it's pretty near right here at the keyway. So I just pull this out here a little bit, get past the keyway, and release it. And I use the black marker to mark the opposite side of it here. Swing by here again. I'm going to zoom out. Then we're going to take it down here, right here to the shoulder, and see what we got right here at the shoulder. Of course, also when I got this unit, it's missing all the neat hand crank handles. So to compensate for that, I've just been using the crescent wrenches here to move everything here. I'm just gonna take this and just back that out. Trying to remember which one of these does what here. This is the one that kind of moves everything back this way. Run this all the way up to the stop, and reset my indicator. Hopefully it could just position my indicator in one spot and leave it. I don't have the travel in my table to accommodate it, so we got to run everything up here. And I reset my indicator to the shoulder. Lots of fun here. Of course, to find out, to get precision work, you just gotta do what you gotta do at times to make things work for you here. I'm using the indicator with the magnetic base, so it really makes it real nice here. Got that set up. I bring the back side. I got the back side of the run out here, so should be pretty close to for a zero reading. I'm going to bring the zoom in again to show my indicator readings. Just bring this table up here a little bit. Hopefully. I'll have to bring my indicator up just just a little bit more here, running out of travel. That should be good right there. Now we can finish bringing our indicator up to the arbor here. Just to zero. Using my black marker here to mark where I took my reading from on the arbor. Turn it around here. Right here at the shoulder here on the run out, I got a run out of a 18 thousandths on the mark on the arbor here where I took my reading. Where it's on a piece of paper, I've drawn the diagram of the arbor and the location and the distance is where I took my readings. So when I go to heat my arbor up, if I lose my markings on the arbor, I got a backup measurement on piece of paper here. We're going to try to go to the middle of the arbor and take another reading. Just trying to make sure that when I have my little oopsie with it there at the shop, that this arbor didn't get both bent and twisted at the same time. Seems to be the run out is just the arbor is just bent and not actually doesn't have a twist to it. Kind of I could say the fun and interesting things that we do to keep old machinery up and running. See if we can take this table out a little bit more here. Start resetting my dial indicator here. Release this a little bit, bring this out. Make sure that kind of sits that under real nice. So same thing here, gonna mark on the arbor where I took my reading here. Back that out just a little bit and bring it in so we just get a little slight reading here on the indicator. Adjust it to 0. Well, we're on the high side, so we got to turn this around 180 degrees. Now we bring this in. adjust to 0. Now I'll turn this around here again. And right there we got a reading 50 thousandths run out. Pull her back here a little bit, get past the keyway, release it, run it around again to double check. So now we got my arbor kind of indicated in to see how much run out I got to work with, and we're going to do another part of the video of actually, you know, getting the torch out to do the heating and try to straighten this arbor back up. Of course, according to what I saw on Keith's video, the arbor he worked with was a freestanding arbor. Well, on this machine, I got the tailstock stabilizer that comes in. I'll try to zoom out on this a little bit, maybe see this a little bit better here. There we go. It says on this one here, I got the tailstock stabilizer. So with this, I got to run a little bit tighter clearances on the very end of this. Got a dimple on the end that mounts into to help support the arbor and stabilizing. So it says my end run out here has got to be pretty close, and hopefully we're going to be able to straighten this arbor out to pretty near a new condition without trying to remachine a whole new arbor for this machine. So we're going to cut here, and our next video will be on heating and straightening the arbor.